This Is Us Explained. Season 1 of This Is Us is fundamentally about the architecture of family, how it's built from both biology and choice, and how those foundations shape identity across decades. The stakes are existential. Can you truly know yourself without understanding where you came from? Can you break destructive patterns you've inherited? The season opens with 3 seemingly disconnected adults turning 36 on the same day, each facing a personal crisis, before revealing they are siblings. The Big Three, born to Jack and Rebecca Pearson in 1980. One biological baby died during delivery. Jack adopted an abandoned infant that same day to complete their family of 3. By season's end, that adopted son Randall has found, bonded with, and lost his biological father William, while the marriage that created this family fractures in flashback, revealing the conditions that will eventually kill Jack.
By the end of this season, you'll understand why a family built from tragedy on a single day in 1980 shaped 3 adults who are all simultaneously breaking down 36 years later.
And why one of them believes she killed their father.
The pilot does something brilliant structurally. It shows you 3 people turning 36 on the same day. Kevin, a frustrated sitcom actor. Kate, battling weight and self-worth. Randall, a successful executive tracking down the father who abandoned him. Then it reveals they're siblings.
The Big Three. But they're not actually triplets biologically?
One of Rebecca's triplets died during delivery in 1980. Jack was shattered. He'd prepared for 3 children. Then a firefighter brings in an abandoned baby and Jack adopts him that same day.
That baby is Randall. So the family of 3 requires both a death and an abandonment.
Exactly. And William, the man who left Randall at that fire station, is now dying of cancer. Randall finds him in present day and impulsively invites him to live with his family,
Which Rebecca discovers weeks later. And she's been keeping a secret for 36 years.
Rebecca visited William when Randall was an infant. William was rehabilitated, yearning to meet his son. Instead of facilitating contact, she wrote a letter forbidding him from ever approaching Randall. She was terrified of losing her son.
So when William moves into Randall's house, Rebecca's protective lie is about to detonate.
The season tracks 2 parallel investigations. Randall's learning who William is while racing against his death. Meanwhile, in flashbacks to the 1990s, we watch Jack and Rebecca's marriage fracture.
Why does it fracture?
Rebecca finally pursues the singing career she deferred for 15 years. She tours with a band that includes Ben, an ex-boyfriend Jack never knew about. Jack's jealousy consumes him. His sobriety collapses.
Does Ben validate that jealousy?
He tries to kiss Rebecca backstage. She stops him immediately, but Jack learns about it. He shows up drunk at her venue, fights Ben, and they have this devastating argument in the car.
What do they say?
Rebecca says she feels like a ghost in her own life. Jack calls her singing career ridiculous. Both finally admit years of resentment. Rebecca asks Jack to move out.
And Jack makes a promise to Kate?
Before leaving, he calls teenage Kate and promises to fix things with Rebecca. That promise appears directly connected to why present-day Kate believes she's responsible for his death.
So the season is building toward explaining how Jack died?
And why Kate carries that guilt. Meanwhile, Randall's living with William and trying to be perfect at everything. Work, parenting, caregiving. He collapses under the pressure.
What breaks him?
Beth's away dealing with her mother's emergency. William's health is declining. Work is intense. Kevin needs support for his opening night. Randall just stops functioning. He misses Kevin's play with no real explanation.
Does William survive long after that?
Days. Randall takes William to Memphis, William's childhood home. William reconnects with extended family, performs music one last time, retrieves toys he hid as a child. But he knew he wouldn't return.
He planned his own death?
Completely. Refilled his pills, wrote postcards, left memorial instructions for Randall's daughters. William dies in a Memphis hospital with Randall present, using the breathing technique Jack taught Randall as an anxious child.
So Jack's parenting enables William's peaceful death?
Exactly. Both fathers are in that room. Randall returns home and quits his corporate job to honor William by living differently, breaking the cycle of overextension that destroyed Jack.
Does Rebecca ever apologize for hiding William?
At William's memorial, she delivers a complete apology. No excuses, just accountability. Randall forgives her, saying he had enough time with William to know they loved each other.
What about Kevin and Kate?
Kevin realizes his ex-wife Sophie is the love of his life after 12 years. He shows up at her door making this awkward, earnest speech. She agrees to meet him, nothing more.
And Kate?
Kate breaks down, admitting she believes she's responsible for Jack's death. She's been carrying that guilt her entire adult life. Therapy has reopened all those wounds.
How does the season end?
In the 1990s timeline, Jack's living at Miguel's place after the separation. He's promised Kate he'll fix things, but we also see how he and Rebecca met in the 1970s, both standing up blind dates to choose authenticity, meeting at a bar because they both refused to give up on themselves at the exact same moment.
They saved each other once?
And now they're separated. Jack's desperation to keep his promise to Kate, combined with being apart from the person who once saved him from his own dangerous choices, that creates the conditions for whatever kills him.
Good intentions don't guarantee safety?
That's what the season teaches. Jack learns it in the 1970s during an illegal poker game that nearly kills him. But he repeats the pattern anyway.